Canada Day long weekend, doing some random backcountry camping in Kananaskis. 2 nights, 3 days, heading up Gorge Creek on the way to somewhere fun. All right, let's hit it. Hey, what's up everybody? Here we go again. I'm Evan.
I'm Danny.
We're Adventure.Happy and we are at the Gorge Creek Trailhead, heading up Gorge Creek on the way to somewhere fun. We're doing some random backcountry camping in Kananaskis, so we're going to be out here for this beautiful Canada Day long weekend. What we got? 2 nights? 3 nights?
2 nights.
2 nights, 3 days in Kananaskis. So it's going to be fun. All right, let's hit it. So, plan for this weekend, we're gonna hike in about 14 kilometers or so on the Gorge Creek Trail. And then, sorry, watching my footing here. The trail's been a little sloppy so far because it's horse trail, pretty muddy. So yeah, we're gonna work our way in. Set up a random camp, probably up in the Mount Rose Meadows area, in between Mount Rose and Bluerock Mountain. And then from there, hang out, just have a awesome weekend. Hopefully, a little bit of solitude on a long weekend. Really looking forward to it. It's been a while since we've been out on a proper trip, so it's gonna be nice.
Water slide.
Yeah, a water slide. It's Gorge Creek in below us, I believe. You can see it's just running really fast. It's been a lot of rain in the last week, so interesting. We might have to cross it at some point, so
we shall see.
We shall see. Anyways, that's cool. Beautiful. All the flowers are starting to bloom. Still a little early for wildflowers, but oh man, it's gonna be a great weekend. We were coming down, thought we were gonna have to cross the stream, but there's a bridge. Not that it's a super intimidating stream crossing. It's like not super deep.
It wouldn't have been that bad, but
no, not bad at all. But bridges are appreciated. It's never fun to get your feet soaked, 10 minutes into your hike.
Well, we're gonna get soaked either way.
Maybe.
Maybe not soaked, but moist.
Yeah, so this is our first time in this area. The trail system's a little complicated. There's a lot of interconnected trails in the area, so we're just gonna be keeping an eye on the GPS, make sure we're heading the right way. Okay. Gorge Creek Trail, Gorge Creek Trail South.
There's a really useful map.
Little faded map over here. Yeah, so I'll just double check the GPS, make sure that we're heading the right way here. All right, check the map, and survey says Gorge Creek Trail. So we're gonna cut up over here and start following this along to the west over towards the mountains. All right, coming up out of the trees for the first time. First view, the mountains where we're headed. Not sure exactly which peaks those are sticking out there.
Feels like banded.
I mean, I could check the map and figure it out, but you know, lazy. So we're just gonna keep following the trail, and eventually we'll figure it out when we get a little bit closer. But those are the general direction where we're headed, so should be some very nice peaks for us to play around with. Took a little detour. We ducked down towards the creek here just to check out these area. Was curious if might be able to camp down there. I have to take a closer look at the map to see what park we're in to say for sure, because provincial parks probably not. Wildland parks probably would be okay, just a random camp down there. So we might end up doing that depending on what we feel tomorrow. But for now, we're still heading up this way. You can see, I believe that right there is Bluerock Mountain, which is what we're planning on. The super long ridge there, yeah. That's what we're planning there. I'll move up the trail a little bit better so you guys can see it a little nicer. The tree's kind of in the way. Excuse me, Cos. Yeah, so the plan for later on today or tomorrow, something, is to get up on top of Bluerock Mountain, which, like I said, I think that is main summit of it right there. And then this long, beautiful ridge here is, yeah, most people come at it from the south down there, but we're actually gonna hang around to the north of it. That's where we're gonna set up our camp in the coal between Bluerock and Mount Rose, or the Subalpine Meadows in below that, somewhere around there. Nice little field of flowers. It is beautiful out here. We're standing at the junction with the Gorge Creek Trail that we're taking, and the Indian Oils Trail comes down this way. How far in are we? You know? 5.5. 5.5 kilometers in. So probably another 7 or 8 kilometers to go, something like that. It's been really nice hiking so far. It's been a bit of a struggle getting out this year so far. There's been several, you know, late spring snowstorms and then some major rain to deal with. So we did get out last weekend just car camping for a night. I didn't film anything of that because it wasn't a particularly interesting trip. It's pretty much just us sitting around next to the campfire. And actually looks like there's a little camping spot down in there too.
That'd be pretty.
Yeah.
Down by all those flowers.
Yeah. We're keeping an eye out for other camping options, because depending on what we do tomorrow, we might move camp. A little cairn on the side of the trail here, so this would be the main trailhead up to Mount Ware. Just kind of up this way somewhere. That's an option for tomorrow. We're not sure exactly what we're doing. It's going to kind of depend on what we end up doing later on today and how all the conditions are of the other mountains in the area. But there's a really cool looking loop you can make out of Mount Ware, Little Ware, Surveyors Ridge. There's another peak in there, Volcano Peak, if you want to make it longer. There's like, the trails are pretty braided in the area. There's lots of options. It's like we might be getting our feet wet finally. Trail a little flooded here.
Yeah, I don't know that there's any way around not getting your feet wet.
Yeah. Anyway. Alright, first creek crossing of the trip. How's it look over there? Huh? Not better? Deeper, yeah. We're probably just gonna have to power over right around here. It's moving a little quick because of all the rain. It's not ideal, but we'll scout up and down a little bit just to see if there's something easier. But yeah, this is the move around here somewhere. Going to just put the camera away, disassemble everything, put it in some plastic bags and stuff just in case I take a spill. And then we'll work our way across. Arr. Cold. So cold. Yay! We all made it. All right, first stream crossing done. Woo. I think we're doing it again in just a few minutes, so just gonna stick with the action camera for now. So all my main camera gear is kind of just put away in waterproof bags to hopefully keep it dry if I manage to fall over in the stream. Oh, that was friggin' cold. All right, keep moving. Not even 100 meters of the trail.
Round two.
Round two. This one a little wider. Looks actually shallower.
Not moving as fast.
Not moving as fast, so pretty straightforward. More wet feet, yay. Yep. Come on, buddy. What a good boy. Yeah, go puppy. We'll call this one half a stream crossing.
This is number 3.5.
3.5, okay, fine. Go on, Cos. Not sure how many more crossings we have to do, but we are getting pretty close to the junction for 3 Point Campground. I think once we get there, I'll bust everything out again, film the way up to where we're camping. A nice little random camping spot. There's our 5th stream crossing. It's the last obvious one on the map, so hopefully that is it from here. It's going to be a little bit drier. Give us a chance to get the shoes dry before we get to camp. So we got a nice little climb ahead of us here now. Yay. Having fun so far?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
How about you?
Yeah, it's been awesome. Hiking has been pretty enjoyable most of the time. It has been kind of muddy at times, which is kind of a bummer, but what can you do? What can you do?
Better than forest fires.
True. Alright, onwards and upwards. Bones. Cosley found bones. He likes bones. A fairly large critter. Deer? Probably a deer, I would think. That looks like a shoulder blade to me. Scapula would be my guess. Yeah, that's probably, I don't know, it's a femur or a humerus, one of the long bones. Cool. Yeah. Something had a good meal. Definitely. Or something died of natural causes. Who knows? Oh, the last couple of kilometers has been a bit of a grind ever since vertebrae. Ever since stream crossing 3.5, we called it. It's just been a steady uphill push for the most part. Trail's getting a little bit more overgrown, so. But we're probably, I don't know, 3 kilometers from where we're supposed to be setting up camp, so shouldn't be too much longer. Well, say we're making pretty good progress. Oh my god. That's Mount Rose, straight ahead. Underneath it there, somewhere, is where we're gonna camp. In that green area. Or slightly before. You can see the headwaters of Gorge Creek below us. Looking up this way. Bluerock Mountain. Oh my god, it's incredible. Oh, it's so beautiful.
This is one of the most beautiful things. This valley right here. One of the most beautiful things this year anyway.
So far, yeah. This is incredible. Whew. It's taken us a lot longer than I thought it was going to get up here because we're out of shape. And the trail was muddier, more river crossings, etc. So, yeah, we're just gonna keep pushing on a little further here. Find an amazing spot to set up camp and then have some lunch. Get some ramen noodles going. Looks like we're gonna have some nice views the rest of the way to camp. All right, it's about 3 o'clock. We're just stopped for lunch, kind of at the first opportunity for a campsite. You can see, probably see fire ring in behind us there. So if we want, we can stay here. The view's not the greatest, but it is out of the trees. So I'm just gonna take a minute. I'm gonna scout around a little bit and see what I can find as far as other campsites, and we'll go from there. Just polished off like 3 bags of ramen noodles. So
not each.
Not each.
That would be very impressive.
Yeah. So feeling pretty full, feeling pretty lazy. Really looking forward to finding a nice spot to get camp set up and relax for a little bit. Figure out what we're doing from then.
Yeah, and then decide.
Do some exploring, might take a nap. Who knows?
A little from column A, a little from column B.
Yeah. Alright, go take a look around, see what I can find here. So we decided to just stick right here for the evening. So we're gonna set up camp. I did some scouting around, took a look at some of the other spots, and there's some options for sure, but this one has a fire pit, which is nice. I didn't see any other fire pits anywhere. And it's relatively secluded from the wind. What's that?
It's a nail.
Nail. Oh, yeah, it is a nail. Wow, big nail. It's relatively sheltered from the wind, which is nice, because you probably can't tell, but it is actually pretty breezy when you come out into the open. You might be able to see the clouds moving up there. Not so much anymore, but they were kind of hauling before. So yeah, all the other spots that I found weren't quite so well sheltered, or the sheltered ones were just kind of drowning in horse poo. A lot of horse trips out in this area, so there's lots of it everywhere. Don't really want to sleep on a pile of it, so at least this spot right here is clear of it. Yeah, okay, let's get camp set up. Alright, home for the night, all set. Maybe for 2 nights, we'll see. See how we're feeling tomorrow. But, yeah, nice evening. It's like 4:30, so we're gonna go do some exploring. You can see Bluerock Mountain up that way. And some very fast moving clouds around it. As soon as you get out of these trees and into the open fields, the Rose Mountain Meadows over here, Mount Rose Meadow, it's usually pretty windy, so that's why we ended up setting up back here instead of finding something a little bit more scenic. But I mean, that view's not bad. Not bad at all.
Because there's our tent.
Yeah.
And there's that mountain.
Yeah. There's that mountain right there. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of wander all the way across the meadow here and maybe up to the, I think it's called the Rose Cougar Col, and just see what the view looks like up there. It's pretty early. Yeah, we don't really have anything to do this evening. Might actually try to make a fire later. Not something I do often, but probably gonna be a nice night for it. Little creek right by our camp. Right up here is what's on the map as Three Skulls Campground. There used to be a series of deer skulls kind of on these little posts here, but they're MIA now. I did look around here for camp spots that were decently secluded, but everything was just howling wind, and when you get into the trees, there's just so much horse poop from all the horses that come up here. Man, the view of Mount Rose is gorgeous though. Yeah, that's just awesome. Yeah, so we're gonna work our way up over into this little saddle over here and see what the views are like. Yeah. Oh yeah. Woo! Oh my God. Mount Rose. Banded Peak. And Bluerock. Oh, what a great spot. This is awesome. Woo. Oh, what a perfect day. And it's Canada Day long weekend on the Saturday. And so far on trail, we saw a couple at the trailhead who were just coming out for a day hike. And we saw one guy on a horse. That's it. We've had all of this to ourselves so far. Maybe this for a campsite next time. A little windy. So, successful day one?
Amazing.
Yeah, this is a great spot. Very cool, very quiet, very peaceful. Haven't seen any people since we left the main trail.
It's not true, we saw a horse.
Horses aren't people, Danny.
And we saw a guy on a horse. He had two horses.
Yeah, but he was on the main trail.
Oh, on the main trail.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, I thought you meant like the trailhead.
Yeah, we
also saw a horse, though.
we did see a horse. There's wild horses running around here, so that explains all the horse poo that's everywhere. I would say that's the only downside so far of this area. Just a lot of horse poo.
And a lot of mud.
A lot of mud.
But that might be different depending on when you come.
Yeah, it is, you know, last weekend in June, so it's pretty early. It's been raining a lot.
There was a lot of snow last week.
Yeah.
A lot of snow.
Yeah. This area got something like 30 centimeters of snow last weekend. So we're just kind of hanging out, having a little something.
Pre-dinner beverage.
Yeah. Thanks, Bar Country. Old fashioned. Quite good. Yeah, we're just going to be chilling for the rest of the evening. Watch the sun go down over the mountains over there. And, yeah, maybe go back out to the meadow, take a few pictures when the sun starts dipping down. But mostly it's just gonna be making dinner and hanging out. There's a fire pit behind us, so if we're so inclined, we might make a fire later. We'll see. We'll see. Tomorrow, though, we're gonna head back across the meadow where we were and try for Bluerock Mountain. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Here, I'll show you the mountain. So that's Bluerock right there. And so basically the trail starts out at the other end of the meadow. You get up into the basin that's kind of hard to point out, but over in there's a basin. So basically you end up looping around on the far side of these two peaks, try to get the main slope and up onto the ridge, and I think the summit is there. But as you can see, that sucker is a little snowy, so it's hard to tell how much snow it's going to be holding in the basin underneath that. We're going to go as far as we can. We didn't bring micro spikes or any sort of traction aid or anything like that, so that's probably a mistake. But
they are in the car.
yeah, we brought them all the way down to Kananaskis, but the mountains were all looking so bare from the trailhead that we didn't bring them. Yeah, so we're going to try for it. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. No harm in giving it a shot. There are a couple of other options. Sort of back on the main trail where we came in is Mount Ware and Surveyor Ridge. So we talked about doing that, or maybe if Bluerock goes tomorrow, maybe doing that on the way out on Monday. I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
We wouldn't have to do any stream crossings, which would be nice.
If we do Bluerock, or if we do Mount Ware.
Mount Ware on the way out,
Oh, okay.
I think. I don't know.
Whatever.
We're gonna wing it.
We'll figure it out.
That's what we do. We wing it.
Those are my wings.
Sweet. Alright.
Apparently I'm a chicken and not like a flight bird. Cosley is hugging his blanket.
He is. Very happy little pup. Nice and tuckered. What did we do today?
About 16 kilometers. 16-ish. Maybe a little bit more, 17-ish. Something like that. So not bad.
Nice.
I think it, including getting up here and then going up to the pass over there, I think maybe about 800 or 900 meters.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Cool. Alright, let's get dinner going. And it's like 7:45 or something like that. Figured we'd come back out to the meadow, watch the sun duck behind Mount Rose there.
Getting cold.
It is getting cold. Oh, we got our puffy jackets going. And barely keeping up. The light on that mountain's beautiful though. Yeah. Very nice. It's been a great day. It's late enough in the day now that there's like probably no chance that I'm gonna do a fire, so it's gonna be finish our drinks and get bundled up, crawl into the tent. Kind of an evening. Big day tomorrow, so gotta go up there. Try to anyways.
What do you think? Do you want to go up there?
Alright, well, good night everybody. Thanks for coming along this long weekend. Out in Kananaskis. Lots of good stuff to come. Stay tuned. Is there anything better than waking up in places like this? Got a little bit of water going for some coffee. Alpine Start coffee. We usually do Starbucks, but trying this Alpine Start, and it's really, really good. Danny's mixing up a little breakfast smoothie. Got some granola going down there. How'd you sleep?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Took me a while to fall asleep.
Good.
We were in there for like 12 hours, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty nice.
How did you sleep?
I was tossing and turning a fair bit, but it was like super comfortable, very warm.
Wasn't cold at all.
You can hear the creek down below us there. It's definitely a relaxing sound when you're trying to sleep. And looks like we've got a good day ahead of us.
Should be.
Weather's looking nice. Wind has calmed down quite a bit, so should be awesome. Awesome time trying to get up on top of that mountain. It's about 10:15, and we're all done with breakfast and everything. Just been moving at a pretty leisurely pace because we don't have that much to do today. Just need to climb that mountain in behind us. That's Mount Bluerock. That's where we're headed. First thing, we're gonna cross Mount Rose Meadows here, up into the little saddle up there. And from there, try to find a way into the northern basin behind Bluerock and make a push for the summit. So yeah, should be a beautiful day. It's nice and still, not windy like yesterday. Sun's out. Oh, it's gonna be great. All right, made it back up to the coal. View is just as beautiful today as it was yesterday. So from here it's kind of route finding, so I'm not exactly sure where we're supposed to go. Well, yeah, I know we're supposed to go this way, try to get above the head wall of the creek on this side, but I'm not sure what the best way to do that is. Whether it's following this and trying to bushwhack through there, dropping down on the other side of these trees and trying to bushwhack through there. It looked a little bit less dense on that side, so that might be the move. Only took us about 40 minutes to get up here from camp. So we got some time to play around and try to find a route that makes some sort of sense. But yeah, the idea is to get up into that basin there, and then there's a trail right there that you can see. That's kind of what we're gonna take up to get above that waterfall. Should be fun. It should be very fun. So things are getting a little bushwhacky. We're just kind of following whatever game trails we can find, working our way along, trying to get up above the head wall of the creek, because if we drop down too much, it means you have to scramble up it. Oh. But obviously no kind of maintained trail through here. We're just kind of working our way along these little game trails whenever we can find them. Making pretty good progress though. Seems to be heading the right direction. We're pretty much at the level of the head wall here. So you can see why it tells you to come up and try to find a trail through these trees, because that would be a pretty challenging scramble to get up there. So we're just gonna keep working our way up along to the right here, cross the stream up ahead somewhere. Oh man, that view is amazing though. Just amazing. Well, that should be it for the bushwhack. Hopefully. Now it's time to start scrambling. Yay. We just come out in a nice little spot in between this little waterfall and the drop off for the big waterfall over there. So I'm gonna take a quick look at that. Hey Danny, how's the view? Well, this is a pretty nice little viewpoint. Huh. Sitting right up on top of the falls. It's a pretty long way down there. Oh my god, this view's amazing though. Just spectacular. Oh, it's been a really fun hike so far. Even if we don't make it to the top, I'm gonna be pretty stoked about this little adventure. This is awesome. All right, we've been hanging out by the creek for a few minutes. Start working our way up. So there's this other little waterfall here. Come up to the left of it. And then there should be another cliff band that we're gonna have to skirt to the left to try to get up into the basin and start working our way towards the ridge on Bluerock. But first, take a quick little look at this waterfall because it looks very pretty. This little valley is awesome. Looking out towards Mount Rose over there. Super fun hike so far. All right, I moved up away from the stream into this beautiful Subalpine Meadow. This area is listed in the guidebook as an awesome spot to camp, and you can see why. That's where we're headed. So there's another cliff over here. Gotta come up to the left of it somewhere and start pushing for the top. Made it to the level of the waterfall here in this cliff band. That's pretty awesome. It's like we just need to punch up through that little gap right there, see where we're at. Having fun? Nice. Good. Pretty straightforward so far. Nothing technical, nothing too challenging. It's tiring, obviously, because it's scree, but you know, it's pretty stable, not slipping back a lot. So, let's see what's up there. All right, Bluerock's North Pole, almost snow-free, and there's a little dotting the ridge, but the part of the ridge where we're going to be walking on looks pretty clear. So we're just going to follow along the left of this slope and hit that little saddle right there. Get the ridge. How's it going?
Good.
Yeah.
I'm nervous for those cliffy parts.
Yeah, I hear ya. We'll see how it looks when we get up there. Apparently it's pretty straightforward to get around them, so we will see. And
if I get to the bottom of those little cliffies and I'm like, you can go up and...
Yeah, fair enough. It's been a great day.
Oh, it's been awesome.
So far, so I mean, anything from here is just gravy. If we can get up to that ridge and get a nice view, kind of all around this area, down into the foothills, yeah, that'd be pretty spectacular. Could definitely go home happy, very satisfied, relax at camp. Danny's just pushing through the last of the scree. You can see 3 Point Mountain sticking out over there. And incredible view of the Kananaskis foothills coming out this way. Whew. Oh my god, that's incredible. Oh, I love the way the light is shining through the clouds all across the hills. Did it! At least up to here. We still have to do this. Well, we don't have to, but I mean, we came this far, we might as well give it a shot. So this part of Kananaskis has been very good to us for Canada Day weekends. A year ago, we were up on top of that mountain right there in the center. That's Mount Glasgow.
What's Mount Cornwall?
Cornwall, sorry. That is correct. Cornwall, Glasgow, Banded Outlaw, I think. That seems right. There's a crazy kind of multi-peak traverse you can do over there if you're feeling really ambitious. Be fun to try someday. How's it going, Danny?
I like this spot.
Yeah, it's nice. Got no wind, and views are pretty good. That peak right in the middle, there's probably Mount Ware, Little Ware, sticking out off the end there. So we might actually go tag that on the way out. We'll see. We'll see how we're feeling.
It's a tomorrow decision.
Yeah, I often have bold plans that kind of get thrown out the window when I want to sleep in. So I'm gonna hang out here for a couple minutes, have some snacky snacks, and then maybe push on for the ridge. It looks intimidating. So we tried working our way up this slope a little bit. Didn't make it all that far. You can kind of see in below there. That little saddle is where we were having lunch. So we're going up. All the snow melt has made all this pretty unstable. We saw a couple of decent sized rocks come tumbling down the field, come from these cliffs up here. So we're not gonna keep pushing and make a bad decision. We're gonna turn around here and start working our way back down. Yeah, if everything had a chance to dry out a little bit and all the rock was maybe a little bit more stable, probably would have gone a little easier. But first rule is always everyone gets home safe, right? So come back another day. All right, here's one last little look out over the foothills and Mount Ware. Yeah, not much else to say. We didn't get all that far up it, but we learned something, so it's all good. Cosley is digging himself a little bend because he thinks we're staying here. We're not. Just wanted to take one last little video, see the view before we bang off this scree slope. Good thing is, going downhill should only take us about 10-15 minutes. So much work to get up here and so fast getting down. It is like perfect scree for kind of scree running, nice and soft. So yeah, we're just gonna charge down there. We'll be there in just a couple of minutes. All right, done with the bushwhack. Back to the Rose Cougar Col. Where we been a couple of times already. The way down was pretty straightforward, uneventful. A little faster than the way up, for sure.
We have a very, very sleepy dog.
He's so dead, so tired. Probably would not have forgiven us if we made him do the summit. So yeah, we're just going to push on. I just got to get across the Mount Rose Meadows again, and we'll be back at camp probably half hour, 45 minutes. And what time is it? It's like 3:30, 3:45, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
3:44.
So we've been on the trail for about 5.5 hours. So
It's been a great day.
it has been a great day. But I'm ready to just kick my shoes off and relax a little bit, I think.
And eat some delicious snacks.
We got snacks. We got queso. Yum. So yeah, we'll see you back at camp. All right.
Chips.
Queso. What a good day.
Yeah, man. What's in your mug?
Excellent question. I'm glad you asked. From Bar Country. They're in Calgary, right?
Yeah, they're a Calgary-based company.
Not sure if that's showing up or not.
I've seen them in some other, like, YouTube channels.
Oh, really?
Based out of the U.S.
Oh, cool.
Some Utah-based ones.
Nice. This is the Pocket Cocktails Coconut Lime Margarita. It's not the first time we've had this, but it is better this time, I think.
I think so, too. It's really good.
I don't know if they changed the recipe or if we did something wrong the first time, but...
Likely it's possible that we did something wrong the first time.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's actually... hard to say it's better than the Moonshine Margarita from Packet Gourmet. That's been our go-to for so long. But it might be. So, what was your favorite part of today?
Probably getting up to the saddle. Although, the waterfall area that we hung out at for a while was quite awesome.
I was going to say that waterfall area is, like, my favorite part. Just because getting up to the saddle felt kind of like disappointment because we didn't make it all the way to the top. But it was the right move to turn around. Things are still a little snowy up there.
And it was soft.
It was very soft. We could have backtracked and then just started up a different route, the one we should have taken in the first place, but at that point we were
Who knows
just
that
done.
we would have made it much further anyway.
Yeah.
I dislocated my knee in February, and it's still, even after like 3 months of physio, it's still kind of getting back to it. So probably best that I don't mess it back up.
Fair enough. So yeah, it was a great day. It's a beautiful spot.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Would definitely recommend, and looking forward to getting back up there sometime.
And even without making it to the summit, like, it was an awesome day.
Yeah, it's been a great trip. It's been good to get out. Got some new gear that we had to test out and make sure that everything's working properly, so that's been good. So,
I was like, what gear are you talking about?
This guy right here. This is a Ursac Major. So for food storage, we got...
I suppose that's named after Ursa Minor and Ursa Major, like the constellations.
I would bet, yeah. The OpSac, which is a odor-proof bag, goes inside the Kevlar Ursac, which is supposedly bear-proof. So we didn't want to mess around with hanging a bear line or anything. We didn't know exactly what our options were going to be up here. As far as trees, there are plenty of trees. We would have been able to figure something out, but for more alpine pursuits, we've got that thing now.
Now we can go back up to Piper Pass and camp there, and we can go up to Batam Basin and camp there.
Yep, definitely want to do that
without having to worry as much about bear hang, bear storage.
It is a little bit more convenient because you don't have to worry about finding good trees and setting up a line, and getting a good proper bear hang is surprisingly difficult in the Canadian Rockies because, I don't know if you can see the trees in behind us, but they're very dense with lots and lots of branches. So getting an isolated branch away from the other ones can be pretty tricky. We have had squirrels manage to get up onto our bear bags just jumping from the branches kind of thing. So.
We've had 2 bags that have been destroyed?
Yeah.
Both at the same campground.
Yeah. Well, that campground is just overrun with mice. So.
It's the one off the Klein River.
Yep.
We've never seen anybody else camp there when we've been there. But
yeah, but it's like an
it's a horse camp.
A horse camp for outfitters. So it gets used and often abused. So there's lots of critters around there for sure.
I'm eating all of this cheese. It's probably good in there.
Yeah. So that's pretty much our evening plans. Gonna finish our margaritas.
And their queso.
Eat our chips and queso.
It's spicy now.
It is good. It is super good. Packet Gourmet has that one dialed for sure.
There are several that I go back to Packet Gourmet. Most of the stuff I make by myself now. The queso, the pico de gallo. Even when I've dehydrated salsa myself, it just doesn't.
It's not as good.
No.
That pico de gallo is awesome.
Moonshine margaritas. Although the bar country ones might be.
Yeah, I would say we definitely get these again for sure.
We still have, I don't know, 5 or 4 or 6 of them or something. So
Nice.
I make a pretty good chili, but the State Fair chili is really good.
So good.
Yeah, those are my Packet Gourmet go-tos.
Yeah.
I really like the smoothies, and I like some of the wraps, but I can make a lot of those myself. So.
Yeah.
Because I've become a dehydrating fiend.
I fully support you dehydrating stuff because I get to eat it, and that works out well for me.
We have some new things that we need to.
That's
review.
right. New meals. So, oh my god, I can't talk anymore.
Yes, new pre-purchased meals, backcountry style, that we have not tried yet, that we will need to review.
Yep.
Two, actually, 2 different ones.
Cool. Sounds good.
I don't know that you can see that. It's Peak Eats pork Penang curry.
Ooh, that sounds good.
So this is.
Smells good too. Holy, it smells like real curry.
This is the Canmore-based company.
Oh, nice.
And I keep spilling it all over myself, so we'll probably
That bag's packed tight.
Tonight.
Yeah. Moment of truth.
It's not bad. Need some salt.
A little salt.
That might be just because I'm been hiking all day and I'm
Craving salt.
craving salt.
Okay. All right. So I grabbed a couple of bites, and I think we have a mixed opinion on this one. Danny's not loving it. I give it a good thumbs up. Actually, it's pretty good. It tastes like real curry. The rice is a little dry, which obviously you could probably fix by just adding a little bit more water. But yeah, I don't know. It tastes like real food. I like it. Could just be that I'm, super hungry, and anything will taste good. We only end up making the one dinner for this evening because we have a lot of snacks left from the day that we didn't eat. So
And this is a serious amount of food.
it's a hefty portion for sure.
Yeah.
The sun will be ducking down behind the ridge probably in about 15-20 minutes. So I'm sure it's going to get chilly after that. And then, yeah, we'll pack it in pretty early because we do need to hike all the way out, 12, 13, 14 kilometers, something like that, depending on which route we end up taking on the way out.
And then we have a 4.5-hour drive.
Yeah, so that's probably going to be it for this evening. Thanks for coming along. Sorry we didn't get to show you the top of the mountain, guys, but it's happened sometimes.
We didn't die.
True. That's the most important thing. We did not die. All right. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Good night.
All right. It's about 9:45, and we're getting on the trail, heading home. We are planning on trying to get up to Mount Ware on the way back, which might be interesting with the full packs. It's a bit of a climb, but I mean, it's there. Might as well give it a shot. Sorry, it got really dark there all of a sudden. Yeah, beautiful, bright sunny day. Should be a nice little hike out. Yeah, hopefully we'll get some good views up on top of the mountain to show you. Oops. Little navigation error. We were just kind of cruising along the trail. You can kind of see it in behind me there. and not really paying attention, and we missed our intersection. So right now we're headed north. We're supposed to be headed south. So we're gonna have to backtrack a couple hundred meters and try to find the spot where we missed the intersection.
At least we figured it out now.
Yeah, at least we figured it out now. We didn't get too far off track, so back that way. All right, looks like we found the spot where we went wrong. We came out up at this mud up ahead here, and then turned left when we should have turned right. We should have turned right and gone through the mud. So that's where we're headed now.
Ooh, mud.
3 Point Camp should be just right around here somewhere too. We'll see if we can find it. All right, so we're back on the right trail. We're at the spot where we sort of started ducking off into the bushes and along the ridge here on the way in. It was a much better trail on the way back, but obviously, like the quality of trail coming that way. That's why we were kind of cruising along it so fast.
Yeah.
It's like it was nice, well maintained kind of trail. But the views were definitely nicer walking in along this way here. So good to know. Good to know. If you check the GPS track, you'll see where it kind of diverged, and you can make your decision from there. We didn't go up to 3 Point Campground. It's a couple hundred meters off the intersection there, I think. So we decided to just keep on moving. That campground was really badly damaged in the floods in 2013, so it's not really maintained anymore. But you are allowed to use the area, and people still do. All right, adventure time. So we're working our way back along the Gorge Creek Trail. See it there. We hit this little side trail here that heads up kind of in the direction of Surveyors Ridge. It's not on the map or anything, so it would be a bit of an adventure to try to take it and see if it starts heading up that way. But if it does, it's kind of the most direct route to get there. So we're gonna duck up the trail a couple hundred meters and see what we see, and then yeah, play it by ear. Should be fun. Might be bushwhacking. All right, so far so good on our alternate route. It was definitely more of a bushwhack than a trail, but it was very straightforward, easy to follow.
Not a bad bushwhack.
No, not bad at all. The trees were nicely spaced, and it was pretty easy going. Lots of game trails and some horse trails that we found to help in chunks. So yeah, basically we need to just follow this over here somewhere that'll link up with Surveyors Ridge, the main part. Then we'll walk along that to Ware, and I don't know why this isn't in the guidebook. Like, this would be it's a great alternate return for people who are staying at Mount Rose Meadows like we were. I really liked it. But I don't know, maybe there's something up ahead that's gonna make me go, oh, that's why this isn't in the guidebook.
Don't forget your pole.
Yeah, I won't. You might be able to see. There's I think that's Ware right there, sort of sticking out. So that's where we're headed. Cool. Bushwhacking gamble paid off. We linked up with the Surveyors Ridge Trail. It's gonna be some nice ridge walking from here on out. Get back over that way. That's 3 Point, Mount Rose, on the meadows where we were the other day. Looking up at Bluerock there. That was the coal in underneath the main peak where we had lunch. And looking this way, you can see Mount Ware, which is where we're headed. Well, the traverse on Surveyors over towards Mount Ware has been pretty awesome. Nice, open, beautiful views the whole way. A nice, obvious trail and pretty easy hiking. So glad we came this way. Well, wasn't the summit we were originally planning for, but it'll do. It will do. Beautiful view out over the foothills and all these amazing peaks off in the distance. You can see Bluerock. That little notch right there is where we made it up to. Still had a little ways to go, obviously. So that's okay. It's more than made up for it. Over there, Mount Rose Meadows, where we were camped, right at the edge of that. 3 Point Mountain. Banded Peak sticking out just on the other side of Mount Rose there. Wow, what a great day. What a great day. Off the steep part, Danny's just working our way down on the softer stuff now. We didn't pick the best route coming down over there. We should have traversed further over to the right here. Would have made our lives easier. We kind of came down through this steeper stuff, which was fun, but a little bit more challenging than it probably needed to be. But that's okay. Made it down safe and sound. Whew. Time to keep moving. Down that way. Little Ware straight ahead. All right, you can see Mount Ware in behind me there. Made it down to the connecting trail. So just off that way somewhere. Where is it? That way, right there. That's Little Ware, but I don't think we're gonna go for it. Slight change of plans. It's, what time is it anyways? 1:30?
1:21.
It's about 1:30. We're pretty tired because that was pretty challenging, and we don't really feel like adding on another 900 feet up and down.
My knees hurt.
Your knees hurt. Glad you went up there though?
Yeah, 100%. And Surveyors Ridge was super cool.
Yeah.
I like ridge walks.
Yeah, ridge walks are awesome because it's just nice to be able to wander with views.
Yeah.
We're lucky out here for sure. All right, so I'm gonna put the camera away. We're just gonna drop from here down to Gorge Creek Trail and knock that off as fast as we can. So be back to the car before you know it. All right, did it. Back to the car, on the road, heading home. That was a good little jaunt today. It was probably about 15 kilometers and a couple thousand feet of elevation gain.
My watch said 16.29 kilometers.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
But I didn't look at the ascent.
All right. Well, we'll put it up on top there somewhere. It was a good little day. Mount Ware is awesome. I would really recommend. The trail was pretty chewed up and sloppy towards the end, so I had nice dry feet until just before the end when it sort of sunk into the mud, and so now I'm disgusting. So that's good.
Your shoes are much worse than mine.
Yeah, they're pretty gross. Thanks as always for coming along. It was a fun little trip. I mean, we got out on Canada Day long weekend, and we didn't see another person until we were on the way home. So
yeah, and the last like maybe 3 or 4 kilometers is when we started seeing people.
yeah,
So that's pretty sweet.
yeah, amazing. Just sort of rustic and wild area. Highly recommended. Would definitely come back and spend some more time here. Because we still need to do Bluerock. Yeah.
Later in the season.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.